Hey everyone again, this is Nona from thealignedlover.com. I have another kind of tricky typing to do today. Today I am looking at Jennifer Love Hewitt. A lot of people on the internet believe that she is a theatrical romantic, and KB says that she's actually a flamboyant gamine, and I totally agree with him. So remember, flamboyant gamine is more yang. They have a longer vertical line. They're more angular, they're more taut, whereas theatrical romantic is a lot more delicately round, sloped, softer overall, and they have a very different vibe, and we're going to talk about that through this entire video. And I just want to preface this and say that I think it's so important to stay true to your vibe because it can really affect you for the rest of your life. A lot of these pictures, I'm going to be looking at Jennifer's a little younger, and she has more of this zing about her, and then it really shows through with her outfit choices. And later on in life, she goes for a style that I don't think shows off her unique beauty as much. And that's personal opinion, but I hope that you can see what I'm talking about in this video. So let's just get started. Let's look at her face. First of all, I don't see much yin in her face, okay? She's got a lot of angularity. It's very taut. She has, her eyes aren't that big. They're more on a straight axis. They're a little bit more feline, more almond shaped, but they're not like round, saucer-like at all. Her nose, I'm not going to say it's round. It's more of a blunt kind of nose. It's not like tapered or anything. It's more of a blunt nose. Her cheekbones, I'm gonna say that they're moderate. They're not very rounded, and her chin has like a blunt shape to it, and her mouth is more straight. It's not as luscious. It's not as soft, and I get a more like fresh, dynamic vibe from her than a very seductive, soft vibe. So here again, I just want to look at her. Let's look at her body. She's pretty short. She's like 5'2". She has a long vertical line. You can't see all of her body in this picture, but if you look at any picture of Jennifer Love Hewitt, she looks taller than she is. Her shoulders are quite broad compared to the rest of her body. And yes, she has the tiniest little waist, and she has bigger hips, but she has quite a bit of muscularity to her, and her body is pretty angular and still pretty narrow. So I want to draw attention to her cheek flesh. There's nothing really yin about her cheek flesh. It's very taut, very tight, slight muscularity with her chin. You can really see it when she smiles or moves her mouth. Again, I see a lot of yang in her face. I don't see that soft, sensual yin that theatrical romantics kind of have to be a theatrical romantic. So moving on, I just want to do another close take of her face, even at other angles. Even when she's younger, you can see that she's quite taut, and her bones are quite long compared to her size. Her face, her bones are quite elongated, and there's a certain sharpness to them. Just quick reference, I just wanted to point out Christina Aguilera because I believe she's a theatrical romantic. She looks a lot like Vivian Leigh in this picture. I know makeup, lighting, hairstyling has a big factor in it, but I just wanted to do a little calibration here. This is a very round, softer, more delicately slopey look. From the lips to the nose, to the cheekbones, to the eyes. Just a lot more delicate, and there's just a different vibe to it. And the body, it's just a little more soft. Just a calibration in the middle of the video. So I just want to point out that Jennifer looks really cute here, I think, compared to the other outfits she usually wears. She has a nice bit of angularity going on, some color blocking, some more fun shapes that, look a little bit more sassy. They look a little bit more sleek than what she's usually dressed as. Usually she's dressed very sexy in like romantic or theatrical romantic type clothing, soft dramatic kind of clothing, and her hair and makeup is always very long, luscious, low contrast nowadays, especially with her eyebrows, and very shimmery, sultry, smoky makeup most of the time. Here, I just, I wanted to point out her vibe in this picture. It's more fresh, it's more dynamic, it's more straightforward, I think, than a theatrical romantics vibe. It doesn't have that femme fatale feel to it at all for me. She's more, I guess, vibrant and electric in a very friendly way. So here is a picture of her in a more theatrical romantic type of, dress with the small, intricate, ornate details, the laciness, the watercolor blended makeup with more definition on the eyes, and the luscious lips. And she just doesn't look the same to me. She doesn't have the same glow and energy and vibrance. She just doesn't look as true to herself as the previous pictures, where she's in something, much more light and less made up. I think this is her best makeup look in the recent, decades. It really showcases her beautiful features, good definition, nice vibrant cheeks. The brows are well defined, and you have that nice sleek sculpting of the hair. It's very clean haircut. It creates these beautiful, contrasting angles that really bring out the beautiful soft angles in her face. I think this is probably one of my favorite, styles on her. Again, I just wanted to show a picture of her in a more theatrical romantic-esque type of dress, again with the ornate small detail. In my opinion, it just doesn't look as true to her. And then she has this more tousled, messier hair that I would put on, maybe a soft Gamine or a natural. But I think she looks better in something a little more sleek and sculpted, clean, like the last look. And here's another one just to remind you of that vibe. It's more playful. She can pull off tomboy chic really, really well, which is a little harder for theatrical romantics. It's a little bit more natural for the flamboyant Gamines and, some naturals to be able to pull off that tomboy chic, grungy kind of look. And she makes it look so fresh. She doesn't get weighed down by it. So here's some more recent pictures of her in lines that I think are, more fun than what she usually wears. She usually wears like bodycon suits and like very, very flowy outfits. And, I think this one's a little more fun. You have a little bit more of a clean line going on. You have some more color blocking. I would take away her highlights. I think she looks best in high contrast colors and strong brows. But, this is a more fun look on her. I really love this hat on her. Flamboyant Gamines pull off hats so well. It's crazy. I wish I could pull off hats like them. She looks more fresh, more fun. I'm just looking really at the hat here because, we don't really see many people in hats. So I just wanted to point out how she looks, how she carries it. And I think it looks really, really good on her. Here is a more fun, flamboyant Gamine-esque look. It's the kind of sleekness that is an understated sexy that I think suits her the best. We have this clean, sleek hairstyle, this bold, clean, sleek makeup look. And we have the nice contrasting features from the cardigan and the form-fitting dress that really shows off her figure. She has those nice shoulders, so she can really pull off this look and make it look like that beautiful angular shape that is just so eye-catching, and the contrasting colors, the big earrings, it makes her pop. I think this is such a cute look on her with with the stripes and a more sleek fabric that has a movement in it, some nice sleek shimmer. I love the clean cuts of the neckline. I think she looks so cute here. It like really brings out her charm. Here, it's a more feminine, traditionally feminine look on her, but I think she looks sexier here than she looks in the very like smoky eyes and like long hair, because it has this very clean and sleek look to it with a little bit of fun thrown in. You have the layers of her hair that really frame her face well, and it's a very nice contrasted color. Her brows are well defined. Her makeup is clean. She has that nice dewy application of eye and lip makeup, and it really just brings out her natural vibrance. I can't see the rest of her outfit, but I just wanted to comment on her color choices, her hairstyle, and her eyebrows here. And again, I just wanted to point out another very flamboyant Gamine-esque look. The sleek, swooping hairstyle, the bold makeup. It's almost too much on other people, but on flamboyant Gamines, they can pull it off so well. It never looks really heavy on them. It just looks very artistic on them. She has the big, bold jewelry. She can wear so many different types, and it doesn't look overwhelming. And that beautiful neckline, I think she looks very, very charming here, and I think it just looks a lot more appropriate for her and her natural lines than how she's usually styled, with the very, very romantic, theatrical romantic kind of lines, colors, fabrics. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's so cute. And I hope I see her in more flamboyant Gamine lines in the future. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.